Okay, so I'm out here with the Curado 70. I have a 1/2 ounce plug. I found that 2 brakes on inside gave the best distance. And then I have the outside dial to about 2.5, and the spool tension is set for a medium fast fall. All right, here we go. $199 and 9 inches. $190 feet 2 inches. $193.10. $192 8 inches. $189.2. Okay, so I got the Tatula CTSV. I have the external dial set to 5, and I might switch that to 4 if I think I can get more distance. I have the spool tension set to just eliminate the side-to-side play, so it's a pretty fast fall. And of course, the 1/2 ounce plug. Here we go. $199 and 5 inches. $193 feet 6 inches. So I'm gonna go down to 4 on the mag dial to see if I can get more distance. Crap. Okay, so I broke it off. Okay, so I turned the dial back down to 4. Hopefully the plug won't break off this time. 196 feet 10 inches. $197 4 inches. $192 feet 10 inches. Okay, so we're back for round 2 of the Daiwa Tatula SV versus the Shimano Curado 70 head-to-head battles. Now, of course, in the first battle, we were throwing a very lightweight 1/8 ounce, I should say a true 1/8 ounce lure in this wrap aluminum, and the Curado 70 came out on top by an average of about a yard. And as you can see, when we swapped out to a heavyish lure and one that's really aerodynamic, the 1/2 ounce casting plug, the Tatula turned around and it beat the Curado by an average of about a yard. So they're very neck and neck as far as castability goes. Now, a couple of things I wanted to go over. Using 2 brakes on the Curado surprisingly yielded the best distance. When I went down to 1 brake, I was consistently casting about 15 feet shorter, which was surprising. You can really hear the brakes rubbing up against the pipe. The casting was definitely louder with only 1 brake on. But using 2 brakes on, I guess that controlled the spool better and allowed the line to flow freer off the spool to get the longer casts. So that's kind of something to note there when it comes to heavier weights. Now the Tatula really surprised me, as you saw in previous tests against the Tatula Type R. It seemed very overbraked. It's got a huge rotor assembly. It came into its own, and it could really launch them out there. Now, one note that you probably saw in the video, I was on the very edge of the limit, and then when I went over the limit and tried to turn the brakes down to 4, the spool got too unruly and broke off the plug. And it actually did it twice. It did it another time off camera, so I lost both my 1/2 ounce casting plugs thanks to the Tatula CTSV. So I have to go to Bass Pro and buy some more. So this braking system seems to control the spool very well right up to the limit, but once you pass the limit, it kind of just falls straight off a cliff. It's not as forgiving as, let's say, the Curado or any centrifugal brake systems, where the consequences of going over the limit are not as severe. Now, one good thing to note is that both reels averaged over 190 feet, 193 feet for the Curado 70 and 196 for the Tatula. Now, these reels beat out the Curado 200i in the 1/2 ounce casting plug test. The Tatula beat it by about 10 feet, and the Curado 70 beat the Curado I by about 7 feet. The Curado I averaged 186.4 feet. Now the Curado K averaged 197.2 feet. So the Tatula SV
came pretty close to the casting distance of the Curado K, which was very good. Now, another thing to note, if we went up to an even higher weight, let's say a 3/4 ounce, I think these SV would definitely pull away, because this was, you can feel the spool, since it is a smaller spool, straining, even with a 1/2 ounce to get that max distance out there. While this felt like it may have had a little bit more left if you went up higher in weight. So Daiwa and the Tatula SV wins this round. Now, I may shelve these this head-to-head for a while, because I have a new video coming up where I'm going to go over a standardized testing system, and I may have to put them through the tests again. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to try to upload that this weekend. But Daiwa was the winner this time around. Thanks, guys.